Good evening, my beautiful brothers and sisters. Hotel.
Hotel.
I feel so relieved. You know, when you look in the obituary and you see all these 80-some-year-old people dying, I was holding my breath all during the 80s. I breathed a sigh of relief when I turned 90 year before last. I will make it very brief. Time is late. And what I want to explain is I was head of the ad hoc commission to establish African American studies in the school system under Mark Shedd. And what we found during the 60s, when we had the Black People's Unity Movement, I don't know, I guess you're too young to remember that, back in the 60s. And we made a study as to why our kids are doing so badly and being so violent when we were crowding African American history in their minds year after year since 1926. So I said, something's wrong. Something is wrong, because this African American history is supposed to make them act better, have high academic proficiency, and here they are running wild, and we're talking about Booker T. Washington, Myron Anderson, George Washington Carver, Benjamin Banneker Beach, pushing their head year after year after year. We made a study of that and said, look, we need the territorial imperative. I'm not going all into that, but it means this. White children learn all about Greece and Europe in the public schools. They learn about Caesar and Rome. They learn about the greatness of their ancestry from the old country. We never taught our kids that. They don't know anything about Amenhotep III, nothing about Imhotep, the greatest mathematician, the greatest doctor that ever lived, multi-genius. So we decided that we wanted to have our children learn not African American history, African history. African history. Then they would be tied in with the beauty and grandeur and sophistication of their ancestry from the old country. Why? We did this research and found that a guy over in Germany was giving some advice to the heads of the plantations who came over to his place at the Göttingen University in Germany in 1793. They were wondering why they call them slaves. We never call them slaves. We never call our mothers and fathers slaves. They were prisoners of war. They were captives, made to labor under guns. So he went over there because this fellow, whose name was Blumenbach said, here's why you can't control them. They know who they are. They know they come from a great culture called Shanghai. They know that. They know about the ancient Kemetic Egyptian culture. You can't control them until you take it out their minds. Well, how can we take it out their minds? The mothers and fathers will tell them about the greatness of Timbuktu, the greatness of Jané, the greatness of Gaao, and the great cities of the Shanghai Empire. He said, know what you do? He said, don't be so stupid. As soon as a boatload of them arrives in South Carolina, Georgia, whatever, snatch the babies out of mama's and daddy's arms and raise them on distant plantations. They will never know. They will grow up not knowing. They will teach their children just about African American history, nothing about the greatness of their ancestral land. So I told the story to Paul Ballas when he was superintendent of schools. He said, well, what happens? I said, when I go around to the classrooms, when I go to the charter schools, and I say to the young people, the blood that flows in your veins is the same blood that flowed in the veins of the men who built the Great Pyramid. The men who gave reading and writing to the world 9,000 years ago. The man who gave algebra to the world, 3,700 Ahmad, who gave algebra to them. They started learning, their behavior became exemplary. He said, write the curriculum. We call it the African Infusion Curriculum. And that's what I did. But I was a youngster then, I was only 88. So, I just want to let you know, I want to let you know how proud I am to be here. I want you to know how proud I am to be with Lilla and Bill Green. The wonders they did for me when my wife and I created a video for children based on our African beauty called the Songhai Princess. And they were the great contributors to the production of that video. And they've been out by our side all the way through and I'm just so happy, Bill, that you were appointed the head of the department. Thank you very much.